Want to learn how to build a Japanese-style house in Terraria? In this video, I'm going to walk through a full example, explaining the core design and showing how I build it step by step. First off, it's important to point out that the materials I'm using are from the Dynasty set. You'll see a mix of Dynasty wood for the main structure and furniture, and for the roof, I'm using blue Dynasty shingles, though you could go with the red ones if you prefer that look. The first thing I like to do is raise the house slightly off the ground. So I'm starting by building a platform with a small gap underneath, lifting the base away from the terrain. Right along that base, I'll start filling in the walls into a square shape, leaving an opening at the end for the doors. One of the big features that makes this house look Japanese is the shape and placement of the roof. I'm going to show the basic frame here and build upwards so the roof sits visibly above the rest of the structure. As you can see, the roof actually takes up about the same amount of space as the house itself. I also added a clear separation between the main structure and the roof, just to give the whole build more visual identity, though you can definitely vary that part depending on your design preference. Now that the roof frame is complete, I'm going to fill it in with blue Dynasty shingles. After that, I'll use a hammer to slope and straighten the edges of the roof to get this clean, traditional look. It takes a little bit of practice, but once you get used to it, shaping blocks with the hammer becomes second nature. I also made a few adjustments to the base while I was building. At one point, I placed the wrong block here under the floor, but I went ahead and fixed it right after. With the roof finished and smoothed out using the hammer, this is how the house is looking so far. Now, let's move on to the interior. First up is the background. I'm using white wall blocks for the upper portion and some dark Dynasty wood wall below to create contrast. Reaching the top here is a bit tricky. I'll place a Dynasty lantern up here to add light. Perfect. Back inside, I'm covering all the interior walls with white paper-style wall blocks to keep that clean, Japanese aesthetic. Now for furniture. I'm placing a Dynasty shelf and a clock, although the clock won't quite fit where I wanted. Next, I'll place a Dynasty table. A Dynasty chair goes next to the table, and finally I'm adding another lantern here on the inner wall to finish the lighting. And with that, the Japanese-style house is complete. As you can see in the corner, it's already been claimed by an NPC, so the game recognizes it as a valid home. You can build variations of this, larger or smaller. Hope this inspired your next build.
If you found this helpful, check out the full tutorial library for more tips and tricks. And when you're ready to build your own world, PingPlayers.com has your back for a reliable, easy-to-use server perfect for survivors like you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know what other tutorials you'd like to see.